This Pondercast is brought to you by you. We are powered by listeners through Patreon. Please consider a monthly donation at patreon.com/Pondercast. Let's grow this together. Hi, I'm Lori Brown. Let's Pondercast.
Let's Pondercast. Let's ponder. Let's Pondercast.
Let's listen to some new music together, shall we? This is music that stretches everything. Your thoughts, your time, your hamstrings. Well, maybe not that. It's by Olympic Symphonium. They're from Fredericton, New Brunswick, and Beauty in the Tension is their fifth album. Exclaim Magazine's Matthew McKean nailed it when he wrote this review of the album. He called this music rural zen. Oh yeah, could you use a little of that injected into the space between your ears? I could. I'm not sure how the quartet managed to release an album mere days after their Shivering Songs Festival, which was the location of the last Pondercast, the first live venture for Joshua Van Tassel and myself, but they have, and thanks to their generosity, I can share some of it with you here. The first time I heard this song was in Fredericton, live and in the dark. It was an acoustic version in an old basement jail that housed New Brunswick's most famous murderer, the monster of the Miramichi, Alan Legere. Look up that story. It happened in the late 1980s, and it's quite horrific. But the cell that I heard Olympic Symphonium perform in was Legere's cell during his 1991 trial. In this basement of a 170-year-old building, it was uber spooky. There were about 75 people crammed into the space, and the lights were out. And while most of us couldn't even see the band, we heard this song beautifully. So let's start with that track. Funny enough, it's called Comedy.
When talking out loud, please watch your mouth. Crack them all up, but don't break the yoke. 'Cause egos get bruised from words that you use. So spit them all out and try not to choke. Try not to choke. Try not to choke. Try not to choke. knowing they will get over themselves or get over the joke. Get over the joke. Get over the joke. Get over the joke. Get over yourself or get over the joke. Get over the joke. Get over the joke.
When talking out loud, please watch your mouth. Crack them all up, but don't break the yolk. Because egos get bruised from words that you use, so spit them all out and try not to choke. The voice in your head defends what's been said till the overly sensitive get over the joke. You went for the kill, high from the thrill, knowing they will get over themselves or get over the joke. And that was comedy. You've all been there. We have all done it. We have all gone too far, right? Everyone was joking around, and you just ratcheted it up a notch, and suddenly no one was laughing, and maybe one person in particular. And then you spend, days, hours in your head trying to justify that line that you said that is now keeping you up at night. They took it the wrong way. They're so sensitive, they can't take a joke. Crack them all up, but don't break the yolk. Now let's hear the opening track on beauty and the tension. It's called Coat of Arms. Okay, if you were going to create your very own coat of arms, what would it look like? What symbols? What animals would you put on it? What kind of a coat of arms would represent you? Something that you could really get behind. Actually, I would like a coat of arms, but a coat of arms this way. Imagine a coat that you can put on when you need arms around you. So maybe it would look like one of those Inuit felt coats, and these arms that would be stitched onto the coat would wrap around your body, and if you looked at the back, you would see all these hands from all these arms hugging you in your coat. Whose arms would you stitch on your coat of arms? A mother, a father, a sibling, a childhood friend, someone who you swore you'd always be connected with? Maybe a past love? A love that you wish wasn't a past love? Now that would be amazing. We could all use a coat of arms.
When drawing a coat of arms, what do you include? face of a nation, and the nation is you. There's beauty in the gray. There's beauty in questions. We don't have to give it all away. There's beauty in the tension. We'll never own love. We can only borrow. We'll never own love. We can only borrow. When drawing a code of art, what do we include? A valuable artifact, a generational mood. There's beauty in the unknown. There's unknown in the dark. There's dark in the room we're in, 'cause we haven't made a spark. Where there used to be fire, a history of phonographs, playing anything inspired by the heart and the belly laughs. We'll never own love. We can only borrow. 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 We can only borrow. We can only borrow. We can only borrow.
That was Coat of Arms by Olympic Symphonium. What are you grateful for? Well, probably the good stuff that's going on. But how do you get to a point where you are also grateful for the shitty things that happen to you? Does that come with time? Understanding how a bad experience usually, after a while, reveals a surprising upside that you could never have predicted? Nietzsche said, "To those human beings who are of any concern to me, I wish suffering, desolation, sickness, ill treatment, indignities. I wish that they should not remain unfamiliar with profound self-contempt, the torture of self-mistrust, the wretchedness of the vanquished. I have no pity for them, because I wish them the only thing that can prove today whether one is worth anything or not, that one endures." Holy shit, with friends like that, who needs enemies? But I get it. Because you want your friends to be resilient. You want the people you love to learn how to accept failure and grief and heartache, because it seems that it's the bad stuff that we endure that really makes us who we are. that builds character, patience, understanding, and perseverance, all the things that help us endure. I guess sitting at home binge-watching Netflix probably doesn't build character. Ease and comfort, they are just a brief rest on the bench until life has you on the boards again. So, what are the crappy things that you have learned the most from? The crappy things that have really helped you, that have really built your character, built your sense of endurance. This is about learning to say thank you for all those crappy things. It's called Thanks a Lot.
They come, they go, they never think to let me know. Oh, they take my breath, they punch me when I'm at my best. And I'll just leave this place this time. And in some old lost dream, and blind, thanks a lot. The bloody knot, it won't come loose. It won't come out. The reins, the horse, separate without remorse. The ride, the jaunt, veers off and starts to haunt. And I'll just stop and hold to land. Back on my own feet and stand. Thanks a lot. Bloody knot, it won't come loose. It won't come out. Well, thanks a lot. The bloody knot, it won't come loose. It won't come
From the window in my apartment, I look across the street to another old building, looking a lot like mine, and I see an apartment that I know has a single mom in it with a daughter about 13 and a son who I'd put at about 16 years old. And I see him come and go. He's always running, rushing, taking stairs 4 at a time, leaping from the porch. He's banging on the front door. He slams it shut. He's not being careful. He's never being careful. I've seen him arguing with his mother out on the front porch and walking away frustrated and angry. I've seen him crying unabashedly, standing in front of his apartment. Oh, my heart goes out to that 16-year-old young man. That's an extremely hard time, right? You're going too fast. You're going too far. You're too late. You're too much. You're rushing headlong at everything, crushing everything fragile in your path, leaving bad situations worse a lot of the time, and wondering, how did that happen? How did it just get worse? Oh, I wish I could say to him, slow down, back up, back down, be careful, listen, stop and take a breath. Okay, you're 16, take 10 breaths. This is called careful.
The stutter in my chest has put me to the test. So I should find the time for a little peace of mind. Chemicals around might put me in the ground. And leaving you behind haunts me deep inside.
That was Careful by Olympic Symphonium. And now we take you to a pointless party. You've been there. Where all of a sudden in the middle of the party you look up and around at everyone and you realize, why am I here? You see the same old crowd who've been partying together for too long, and you think, it's time to leave. A crack develops in that old group. Some of you, in fact most of you, move on. Not up for a Tuesday all-night partying session anymore. You say you can't because of work, but you really just don't want to anymore. How is it that some of us just get stuck in that partying place and never leave, but most of us just drift away from them and end up spending years worrying about our old friends stuck in that party zone? They are lost in the party.
Lost in the party, but the party is lost. There's nothing to celebrate, there's no cause. The candles are out, but the smoke remains. There's icing smeared on the window panes. All done, but all the pieces stay. The deck is all scattered and the cards are afraid. The whistle gets blown just to hear the sound. But it's not as abrupt when the horsing around. It's time to leave. It's time to go. On occasion should be occasional. Let's take a step back, let's take it slow. Waking up feels much better when you're not passed out. So let's give up or get taken down. Lost in the party, but the party is lost. There's nothing to celebrate, there's no cause. It's time we get out, it's time we leave. 'Cause it's time we have and it's time we need.
I love a group that sings together in harmony. I wonder if there are statistics that'll prove that a band that all sings together in harmony stay together longer. I bet that's true. Who needs statistics? But when you spend so much time listening hard to each other, to the other band members, and trying to sing together and blending your voices to make a beautiful sound, I bet it brings you closer. I would also bet that the act of singing together well carries more satisfaction than playing instruments together well. I'm kind of going out on a limb here. What do you think? Do you know? How do you feel? But potentially? So Olympic Symphonium ends Beauty in the Tension with this lovely singing track. This is Choral Voices Sing.
Choral voices sing. Choral voices sing. Choral voices sing. Choral voices sing. I must be dreaming this impossible way. Shake me till I'm in the game, and then I'm yours to take. No further obstacles to move or navigate. I am yours. Touch me, talk to me, don't look me in the eye and tell me I'm swollen symmetry, painting outside the lines. I will pick a flower, but if it decides to die, then it dies. What makes a flower die? It's damage at the root. It could be dry and dusty like a carpenter's boot. It could be under saturation like a rambling mute. It could be more. It could be speed, adrenaline, an impossible pace. It could be a cold-hearted war of words, leaving no marks on your face. Could be punch drunk in the morning before the sun even takes its place. It could be more. It could be more. It could be more. It could be more. It could be a transitional infidel that bends the ties that bind. It could be a blurry reflection, a multi-faced disguise. It could be roll with the punches and swallow the surprise. It could be more. It could be a saltwater sting and the look that's on your face when you get down and dirty and the clock dictates the pace. You get rabid like a dog, it's losing a one-dog race. But it could be more. It could be a tin can telephone without the string. It could be shooting the messenger with a silencer on to keep the swan song that we sing from the choir. Choral voices sing. Ooh.
there, new music ringing in your ears. Thanks to Olympic Symphonium for playing the Pondercast game, and thanks to you for listening. If you know someone who would love this music, share this Pondercast. If you love the music, buy the album. I'm Laurie Brown. Have a great night and have a great day. Thanks for listening to Pondercast. Take the trip to Ponderville and become a supporter. Go to patreon.com/Pondercast and let's make podcasts together.